Welcome, guys, and today we're going to be talking about why you were stuck at daily viewers and not daily customers. As you can see, I've got a bit of a different background today because I'm in Positano on the Amalfi Coast. I'm traveling around with my fiance, and it's been pretty incredible so far, but we're here to continue the value, and there's not much of a better place I can do this video at, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with you are posting viral content over nurturing content. Now, what I mean by this is your content is too stuck up the top here of the funnel. Alright, what I mean by viral content is video that, as you can see by this funnel, just targets any broad audience. It doesn't really target a specific kind of niche avatar, ICP, which is a ideal customer profile, someone that you want to target with your service and your product, because I'm sure, hopefully, when you've created your product or service, that you are having only one type of person in mind, whether it's 20 to 30-year-old males trying to get fit, or 50-year-old women trying to get fit, or teenage beginner traders or experienced traders. You want to have something in mind when you start. And if you're only posting viral content, you're not going to be able to target that audience specifically, because you're not going to also be able to warm them up, because it's not authoritative enough, it's not targeted enough, and it's too broad. It's simply too broad, and I'm going to show you why. Your viral content is great for growing an account and getting views, but the real successful people making money online are great at going viral and hitting their audience's pain points at the same time, targeting buyers and people that will eventually buy and actually warming them up into buyers. Because if you have a fitness program that is set up for 20-year-old males trying to get a six-pack and jacked, essentially, then making content that can also suit and attracts 60-year-old women isn't gonna, they're never gonna buy. So you're gonna have these followers, people liking your content, which looks good on paper, but they're never gonna want to buy it, and you're simply gonna have people that are never gonna want to buy it. I know personally, I follow people that are in different niches, like the trading niche or something like that. I'm never gonna buy their products. I like them as people because they got a good personal brand, but once again, I'm a part of the problem because I follow someone that I know I'm never gonna buy from because I don't want to day trade. I'd rather do this instead. The content balance is the main goal that you want to focus on, and that's something that I do myself. I post random videos. You can see on my Instagram, I post travel videos, stuff to help the personal brand, show a bit of personality, make it human. But what I am doing right now, I'm posting nurturing growth content that is aimed at targeting, hopefully, finding my buyer and someone that wants to work with me, someone that finds my content valuable, because I love to see in the comments people saying this helps them, something that they can walk away from with value. And I'll be honest, eventually you want to set up a partnership or help grow my personal brand as much as your personal brand. A fair bit of the time, and nurturing growth content 50% of the time as well. And where we stand on this is, once you have the viral content, you will then have the nurturing value content, and that brings people down more this funnel, which I'll explain in a moment. Your viral content is personal content, travel content, showing success, maybe showing that you are fit, showing that your trades are good, because everybody wants to see a fit and healthy person. Everyone wants to see people with money, but they may never want to buy from you, which is why it's important to also target and show your authority, and that you can, in your YouTube videos and your free value and your educational videos, you can show that you can get people results as an actual coach and a teacher, and that your product or service works for them too. You're not only just giving away and showing the success and being an aesthetic Instagram account, or just having something that's cool or a cool skill or something like that. You may have finally managed to get this valuable content, but you do not have the back end and nurturing systems set up for sales, which is something that I specialize in and helping coaches do. I specialize in helping them with the back end. And essentially this is setting up their emails, setting up a strong VSL landing page, and setting up a strong book a call and buy now funnel. And I'm not just saying this because this is what I help people do, but the reason what I help people do is because of how important sending emails to people is, because it's highly unrecognized and it goes overlooked, because when people are doom scrolling on Instagram, they might like a video and that's it, but they're not in the mood to truly read and understand what it is you were trying to get across, the point you were trying to get across. But through emails, people will see your notification, your email, they're set differently, and they're ready to read. Okay? And that can go a long way because people reading something can be remembered a lot more and be ingrained in their memory. And then we lead to having a landing page, somewhere for people to go that are actually interested in learning more. They don't just want to be a statistic and a follower on your page. They want to be a customer. They want to be devoted to your coaching and what you teach. And in this VSL, I'll get into a moment, you want to have something that talks directly to them in terms of buying. And we'll talk about that in the next slide. Here we go. So when we break these all down into different content types, you have the top of funnel, which is where we started. And as you can see, it's an inverted pyramid because most of the people start here. And only the devoted ones go down to the buy now and where the money's made to buy from you. You may have 10,000 followers and you may get 50 high ticket people buying, and that's a lot of money at $2,000 a piece. But what I'm saying is that you go from this viral content, but you want to be able to broaden this bottom one as much as possible, and that's only done by going from here through each pillar at a time, because your middle of funnel is probably some of the most important stuff because it's going to speak directly to people that are wanting to buy. So you're going to be speaking to the 20-year-old guy trying to get fit. You're going to be talking about the 50-year-old 9-to-5er trying to create another income for their family, day trading or something like that, something that he can do for a couple hours a day or something like that. And for example, in your emails and case studies, it's even more important because you're going to start speaking about, you're not selling them, but you're showing them that you can get people results. So instead of them going from knowing that you're just explaining, oh, this is how this money is made, to buy my product, you're going to go to, I can do this for someone else, why can't I do it for you? And then you're going to be, you want to be open about selling to your audience. Okay, you don't want to hide your end goal of selling a product or service to your audience because you will ultimately shock them, which leads to you being viewed as a scam or fake guru because you're too scared to tell them that you want them to buy and that you want to help them with your product. Because if you believe in your product, then it means that you are confident enough that you can help them. And if your confidence will prove to them that you're probably as legit as you sound, is what I'm trying to say. Because if you're too scared to tell them that you wanted them to buy your product, then no one's going to believe you. That's why we make this nurturing content. If I go back, to further boost trust, value, and confidence into them, and authority into them that you are who you say you are, and that you're not BSing them at all. I think that is everything in this video, and I hope that helped, and we'll see you in the next one. Unfortunately, the view probably won't be as good in the next one. We might get another video out for you guys in this location again. Follow the IG at ben.german.business, and we'll see you in the next one. I hope this helped.